Hello, my name is Terrence Davenport, and welcome to Positive Vibrations. Starting right off the bat, I want you to know that you clicked on this video because you need to hear these words. I believe that the reason that you're watching this video right now is because there's something that I can offer you that you need in your life that you know you can get from watching this video. And I'm going to be a little presumptuous here, so please forgive me if I'm wrong. But I think that you and I are very similar in a lot of ways. I think that you and I both want to better ourselves, want to make life greater for ourselves and for the people around us. I think that we want to improve in our lives spiritually and physically and mentally and emotionally as well. And I think that we all want to define our own lives with greater purpose and intention. So, what is it that I could offer you that could help you to do such a thing? Well, first I'd like to talk about goals. And I'd like to talk about everyone's goals, and that we all have goals that we're trying to achieve in our lives. And the most beautiful thing about having goals is that everyone's goals is unique and individual to their own life. Even people who are having, whose goal is to have a relationship with God, their goals are different from other people's relationship with God. It's more individual. It's individual for each person. So, now, with that being said, I want you to think about what your goals are right now. And I believe that as a human being, you don't have just one single goal in your life, but that you have many. You have a multitude of goals that you're trying to achieve, and all of them need to be done in the correct time. All of them are going to be done in due time. And these goals that we're all trying to achieve, these goals that we're all trying to achieve, they're all achievable. Every single one of them that you can conceive in your mind is a possible goal, is a possible outcome. And I want you to know that the only thing that you cannot do on this whole plane of existence is control someone else's will. That's the only thing that you cannot do, is make someone else do something. Everything that you want to do is possible and can be done. So first off, the first step that I can tell you in achieving your goals, and most important to achieving your goals, is to not only believe that you can do it, but to know that you can do it. To have full faith in yourself that you know that what you're doing is achievable, and is not only achievable, but is being achieved as you even speak of it right now. As you're thinking of it in your mind, think about the progress that you've made in this goal. And it may not be a lot of progress, but just by thinking about this goal, you're making progress on it right now. And I want you to know how important that is. Now that you believe that you can achieve this goal, the next step is to focus your energy on a specific goal. Now, this is going to be difficult. If you can apply this analogy to your life, that would be just great. But I'd like to share with you a story about my own life that you can use as a comparison in your life. I like to dance, and I like to draw, and I like to act, I like to sing, and I like to express myself in so many different creative mediums. I like to create content for YouTube so that I can help uplift and inspire others. But if I'm putting, someone once said this saying, try and put all of your beans in one bag, or all of your potatoes in one sack. If you're constantly dividing your attention between everything that you're doing, you're never going to get anything done. So, something that I need to work a little better on is to write down these goals that you have and to work on them until you get to a point where you feel as though you've made a decent amount of progress before you go on to your next goal. I have a huge goal of making my room a more creative and righteous, holy place for me to reside in, so that each time that I enter in there, I'll feel more uplifted and more inspired to do greater things of greater importance. This goal will never fully be achieved because there will always be more work left yet to be done to make my room more creative, more uplifting, more inspiring, more bright, more shining, more beautiful, and I will always be working to make it better and brighter and just shine more greatly rays of light into my life. So because this particular goal will never fully be completed, should I just give up on it now? No. But what I need to do is what I did with the painting of my room, is I did a little bit now, and I'm going to do a little bit in the future. And I made a decent amount of progress when I did that little bit of painting. I made a fair amount of progress to where I can say, hey, that looks good for right now. I can stop on this and focus on something else now. And get to a point where you're satisfied. Complete your goals until you're satisfied with the outcome. So first one is believe. Second one is focus. Third one is and I know this is going to sound contrary, or this is going to sound obvious, because the first one is, or because the second one is focus. But for the third one, it's avoid distraction. And it seems pretty intuitive it seems pretty obvious that this would be, I would want to just group this in with focus, but I think that focusing your attention and avoiding distraction are two different things. And I think that even though that there is a lot of similarity between these two different things, I think it needs to be emphasized and repeated to not get distracted. There are so many YouTube videos and video games and social media websites, and there's so many things out there in this world that are meant for and made specifically for distracting you from your higher purpose. And that is one of the things that I find myself doing a lot, is I hop on the internet to, and the intention starts out good, is that I want to create content, I want to work on a script, or I want to continue a screenplay, or just put forth my time into something productive, and I end up watching stupid videos of people failing, or 2017's funniest fails, or whatever it might be, people playing video games, let's play channels, and just a multitude of ridiculous things that don't really deserve my attention. And when you divide your attention up like that, it lessens your intention. You see what I'm saying? The things that you put your attention into, the things that you put your intentions into, and your attention has power. There's the amount of attention that you put into something over time manifests a result. This is just a fact of life. The greater amount of attention that you put into something over time manifests a result. Whether it's changing a tire, whether it's helping a friend, whether, if you keep on going over to a friend's house and spending more time with a friend, you and that friend are going to become greater friends. That's just a fact. That's just the truth. If you put your time forth into changing a tire, and you know how to change that tire, well, the amount of time and attention that you give to that tire, eventually it's going to get changed. Now, if you put forth your time and your energy into a YouTube channel like myself, that YouTube channel is going to grow. It's going to get followers. It's going to have more people join it, and the people that join it are going to be greater supporters of what you do, and your craft is going to get better the more that you YouTube, the more that you do it. I know for myself, because the last video that I put up was much more well done than the first video I put up, and that last video I put up was recorded and edited all in one day. I recorded that video and edited it in one day, versus the first video I put up took multiple days, and it's much less impressive. But this is just something that happens. Attention. Now here's the variable, is the level of passion that you put into it. And I personally believe that the more passion that you put into something, the more passionate you are about your craft, about what you're putting your attention into, the less time it takes for it to manifest a result. This is what I believe. So if you put more passion into what you're doing, you can make the amount of time that a result takes to manifest, you can make that time lessen. So whatever it is that you're doing, be passionate about it. Put forth your energy into it, and really just make it shine, make it beautiful, and trust me, it will. It will get the result that you're looking for. You need to really buckle down, though. The fourth tip is a determination. Now, whether you put in 1 ounce of passion or 1 million tons of passion, you still are going to take it still is going to take some time for that result to manifest. I wish that we lived in a world where you say, hey, I want a car, and you snap your fingers and a brand new Mercedes-Benz falls into your driveway. And it's affected by the fall, and it's in perfect condition. I wish that we lived in such a world where that's the case. But instead, we have these tests, these trials, and these tests that test our faith, that test our passion, and test our belief, and test our intentions, to see if we really, really want the things that we really want. And This is an integral part of the universe, is to give us opposition, to see how strong we're willing to fight for the things that we think we need. And this actually brings about a greater passion. So if you're ever trying to do something that you're passionate about, and someone is holding you back or slowing you down or stopping you, tell them thank you, because what you should allow that to do is you should allow that to make you more passionate about what you're doing. Let that opposition be your driving force, because it's like, you know what? You don't think I can do it? Good. I can't wait to prove you wrong. I can't wait to be successful, and don't even, there's no need to ever rub it in anyone's face and say, ha ha ha, look, I did it, ha ha ha. That's not right. But do what you know success will speak for itself. Anyone who ever opposes you should know that you knew what you were talking about. And they'll know once they see the results manifest in your life. If they tell you you can't do that, and you give them the victory there, and you say, yeah, I guess I can't do that, then you make them right. You make them right in believing that you're less. You make them right in believing that you're menial little idea, that you couldn't execute it. You don't want that to be the case. That's an ugly and very sad idea. And if someone's doing that to you now, where they're making you feel unsure of yourself, I want this to be the video where you stand up and say, that's it, I'm done. I need to move forward with this and make it happen. And that brings me to my fifth point, and a most important point. Get up and get out and go and do it. If you're really serious about what it is that you're trying to achieve, if you're really serious about achieving your goals, then you need to get up and get out and do it right now. And if there's anything that's keeping you from doing that, that's in your way, take care of it. Get it out of the way and go and achieve that goal, because this life is too short to not do the things that you feel inspired to do. So if you're really serious about your goals, I want this to be the last video that you watch today. I want it to be the last thing that you hear is get out there and do it. Go and do the thing that you want to do, and don't let anyone hold you back. Don't let anyone stop you. Go for it all the way, all or nothing. I was just watching a video last night. Who was it that was saying that? Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was quoting his father, and he said, you can fail at what you don't want, so why not try for what you do want? And yeah, go and get it, guys. I love you. Peace, positive vibrations. Have an excellent day. God bless you. Bye.